Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of War Thunder. After many weeks of getting absolutely owned in my higher tier aircraft on every nation, I decided I would try and help the lower tier guys and the newer guys that join War Thunder every day with my experience with like a hints slash tips guide slash review. Um, Obviously, I'll try and get a video out every day for this because there's a lot of low tier planes that you first unlock once you get out of the reserve tiers. Obviously, you know, some of the planes are good, some of the planes are bad. This one thankfully is a pretty good little plane, the F2A-1. It's the first plane you unlock in the American tier if you want to go down the second row, if you want to work your way towards, say, the Corsair, the F8F, and finally the F9F Panther. Obviously you can go down the P36 route. I'll review that another day, but today we're looking at this one, the very first F2A. It hasn't got the best armaments in the world. It's good for bashing reserve planes, but I've found using it again recently, it struggles against, say, Stukas if you come up against them, because they're all metal, and some of your rounds, especially your 7.62s, will just ping off them. Obviously, as it's American, it's a fast plane. It's got a top speed of 302 miles an hour. I'm not sure what that is in kilometers an hour, but I'm sure, you know, if you have it set to that, it'll tell you, won't it? It has a turn time of 17.2 seconds, which is interesting because you can zoom and boom with this plane, but you can also turn fight with it as well. It's a kind of a mix and match kind of plane, so it's a jack of all trades, master of none. Its rate of climb isn't the best, but again, it's got a lot of speed. Basically, like all American planes, it's just an engine with some wings attached to it. The ammo count itself is a little bit on the weedy side. You only have 500 rounds between the two caliber machine guns. Obviously, one of them is the 50 cal, which that's your money maker. The plane itself, not bad. There are better lower tier planes, but for America, out of the two, between this and the P38, let's just have a look at that. P36, sorry. Yeah. Excuse me. The P36 is more of a energy fighter, whereas the F2A, the Buffalo as they call it, is more of a jack of all trades. It's the easiest plane to master once you know you unlock it and get used to it. So let's see how it does in a realistic battle. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm on a realistic battle, sorry, get my words right in a second, and we're up against the Germans. The matchmaker was pretty decent. It was mainly a mixture of reserve planes, F2As, a couple of Hawks, and the Germans were mainly, all I saw was reserve AI HE51s and a couple of Stukas. At this point I didn't climb very high because, again, it's not a high tier game, so 5,000 feet or say 1,500 meters, yeah, that's about the best altitude to go at. Obviously, the higher the tier, the better the performance of the plane. You want to get higher and higher. I mean, some games, if you find a Focke-Wulf, you want to be at least 4,000 meters. But as this isn't a high tier game, I thought I'll keep it, you know, low and slow. Well, slowish. So, I'm just scanning around for the enemy, and as you can see, there's not a lot going on. It's a bit of a foggy map. I think I'm just inside the cloud layer. Excuse me. Just some light pillboxes, mainly tanks, stuff I can't engage. Still scanning around. Got to move my headset there, it was digging into the side of my head. And one of our AIs has been killed by a HE51, which is never good. Roll down, I see 3 enemy AIs. So I select my target, I go for the rear one so that his friends can't attack me. Then I see, oh, he's got another one, but I'm still going to go for the kill. Totally spuffed the shot up, hit his friend, boom away. The AIs try and turn to get a shot on me, but by the time they've turned around, even in their, you know, canvas turn on a circle or turn on a dime as they say, handling, by the time they got there I'd gone. It was basically like a jet versus a prop driven plane in this situation. So I got sufficient distance, turn around, come back at him. Thankfully this plane's all metal, he's got low caliber rounds, so they just really pinged off me, no damage done. And zoom away. Keep an eye on the guy that I'm attacking, but also you want to keep an eye out for the guys around him, because you don't want to get bounced by somebody else while you're too engrossed in attacking another player or an AI or whatever situation. 2 AIs just sprayed there, but obviously going too fast, they couldn't get the guns on me. Again, get some rounds into him. Fortunately my aim was slightly off, and I think to myself, right, let's test the dogfighting capabilities of this plane. And it looks like he's crashed. That is a good thing about realistic battles. You can critically damage a plane, or not even critical, I'm sorry, and get the kill because they can't control their planes because they've got a slightly damaged wing. Just going to build some space from this guy. There's a lot of anti-aircraft flak coming up. I'm not sure if it's friendly or enemy. I think it might be friendly, but it's getting a bit close to me. Got some good distance away from him now. That's the good thing about this plane, it does turn very, very nicely. It's not shaky like some of the other planes. It's quite responsive with mouse and keyboard. Obviously some of you guys are probably going to be fine with flight stick, so you've even got a better chance of spinning it around and doing better maneuvers than I can dream of doing with a mouse and keyboard. This AI does not want to die. I'll get a shot on. There we go. And thanks for coming. Now I've wasted a lot of ammunition here, so it's a case of what do I do? Let's take out some artillery targets. Go for some bonus XP. .59 rounds left, so got to be very careful with my target selection now. It looks like those anti-aircraft guns are looking at the friendly units over there. And now it's time for me to start thinking about heading back to base. But I spot one more artillery down there. Got 30 rounds. Nothing can really catch me, so let's head there, but somehow he was saved by bulletproof leaves. Well, fair play to him. I'm going to head back to base now, and I'll end the recording in a second and start recording again when I get back into the combat, because you boys and girls do not want to see me flying back to base, landing, rearming, taking off again. So I will see you when we get back into the action. Okay, so after heading back to base and rearm and refuel, it's time to get back in the action. As you can see there, guys, there's two AIs circling something, so I go over and have a look, see what's happening. Obviously those AIs have run out of ammo, and unfortunately Gaijin, who say they're improving the AI with every update, still haven't programmed them to land and rearm. They just fly around like idiots. But you can use the AIs kind of as, I don't know, markers. If you see an AI circle in the area, it usually means there's something over there. But 9 times out of 10 AI are pretty useless. They're just good for, you know, being spotters. So, oh no, it's a WWII. This will be fun. He's made out of metal. If I had cannons, it'd be brilliant. If I didn't, it's going to be tough. So I'm a hell of a lot faster than he is, so I decide, right, I'm going to attack him from the rear. Ideally I want to take his gunner out on the first pass, or better still his tail. It's going to be a difficult shot, but he starts climbing. He spotted me. He's decided he's leaving that AI alone and he's going to make a run back to his base. That AI just do a split S? I think he did. Hey, maybe the AI are getting better. So, as you can see, this WWII is running for home, but he ain't going nowhere. I can catch him, you know, at my leisure. Just scan around, make sure he hasn't got any friends. His rear gunner starts shooting at me. So in that situation, just weave your plane slightly left to right. You don't want to turn too hard because you don't want to lose your speed that you're building up. With WWIIs and certain bombers, they're defenceless underneath, so you want to get below them to attack their soft underbelly, but this guy kind of knows what he's doing, so he's diving down trying to get his gunner onto me, take some ranging shots. You saw there, well I don't know if you saw there, I got a few hits before it started registering. With the lower caliber rounds on metal planes, it's harder to hit them, well not hit them, actually penetrate them. And that was one of the big problems of World War II with small caliber rifles, and I've just been message, but hey, that can wait. So yeah, break off from him, he's trying to go evasive. Spin into him, so I can still dogfight in this. Get some shots on his side. I'm desperately trying to aim for his pilot. I have to be careful here, otherwise I'm going to overshoot. For some strange reason, he's using his rudder a lot, and it's giving me an easier target. He's flashing the side of his plane. Some good hits there, but I'm getting dangerously low on ammo. At this point I thought he was actually going down. There he is, he's kicking his rudder again. I'll take my time with the shots. And I unload pretty much everything. Critical hit. That's his elevator done. And I did actually get the kill for this guy, but we got dangerously close to his base. And I chased him for as far as I dared, because obviously I'm going to enter his anti-aircraft nest in a minute, his base defences. I've still got 40 rounds. I'm trying desperately to kill him before he gets back to his base, but his plane's just a little bit too tough. 9 shots left. Artillery starting coming in thick and fast. I break off and run back for home, and at this moment I kind of made a move mistake. I got clear of the base, decided I'll put it into a nice gentle climb, and I will alt tab and check something on my desktop. Sadly, while I was quickly checking something on my desktop, I heard an explosion, went back in the game, and this plane was wrapped around a tree. So yeah, I kind of lost the game myself. Right guys, I hope you found that video helpful and more importantly enjoyable. If you see me in game, then please send me a request. I'll fly with you if I can. If I'm on, I'll even try and get some of the guys on that I play with if we can get a game going. Also, please comment, like and subscribe to the video. I'll try and get some more videos out as soon as I can. So until next time guys, I'll catch you later.